I didn't want to leave anybody in there. So I went back in to double check, to look for people, and to just do one last look.
Mass panic and confusion. That's how one worker described the moments after a gunman opened fire inside the Table Mesa King Soopers 3 years ago. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 on this Monday. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. Day 3 of the Boulder King Soopers shooting trial continued today with testimony from a former employee who repeatedly rushed back into that store to move people outside to safety.
Denver 7's Colette Bordelon joins us live outside the courthouse with details. Colette, the jury must decide if the defendant was insane at the time of the shooting in March of 2021.
Yeah, that's the central question of this entire trial, but still prosecutors must lay their foundation and show to the jury exactly what happened in that day of March 22nd, 2021. They did so through some harrowing video we saw today in court, but some of the most emotional testimony coming from a Boulder police sergeant who was among the 3 that first rushed inside the store when they got that call. One of them, of course, Officer Eric Talley, the 10th and last victim in this case. That officer, though, when he was on the stand just now, said he couldn't have lived with himself if he was outside and heard another gunshot go off inside the store. But with the lead investigator, prosecutors used all kinds of video, including surveillance from the store, to show how quickly the shooter killed 8 of the victims in just over a minute. The defendant was watching those clips intently. Now, there were 2 instances of the gunman passing up people who were either confused or kept shopping, not realizing what was happening. The shooter did not kill them. It speaks to the DA's point during opening statements when he said the defendant was only killing people who were scared. Near the end of the day, we saw video of Boulder police officer Eric Talley speeding to the scene. He hops out of his car without hesitation. We heard from another hero today, who was the assistant deli manager at the store and who saved a woman who fell in the chaos.
Did you rush right to her?
Yes.
Okay. What were your concerns as you approached her?
You know, she was somebody's grandma. That was my main thought. That's my grandma there. And so I picked her up. I wasn't really concerned about anything else, was just getting her out.
Through a victim's advocate, he learned who the woman was that he saved, Elon Shakti. We actually heard from her on Friday. She's currently 79 years old, and through that advocate, they connected. They've actually had breakfast together, and they still have a relationship to this day. It's a takeaway from an extremely difficult day in court, showing the selflessness and bravery of a stranger saving someone else's life. We're back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Live in Boulder, Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
Yeah, including that employee who rushed back into the store multiple times to save more people.
Good person. What a hero. Thank you, Colette. Denver 7 will follow the Boulder trial for you every day until it's over in our newscast and online at denver7.com.